Hello, chat. Hello, racers. Hello, everyone from around the world. My name is Sineth, and I'm going to be doing commentary on this race between Quizbowl and Ascend. This is going to be Logical Animizer for Link to the Past Randomizer, and I'm being joined by my co-host Mahoney. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, thank you very much, Dennis, for the nice intro. Doing good. Yeah, as you already mentioned, we have an Animizer, 2 runners. I don't know too much about Quizbowl. Ascent is a decent German runner with some results. Defeated Teto once in a tournament, and knows it's pretty good in this game. Yeah, let's see how this goes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the mode, for all who are not familiar with it, is a chaos shuffle animizer. That means all enemies are shuffled and all bosses are shuffled. And bosses are shuffled entirely randomly. That means there could be more than 2 of one kind. For example, 5 Trinexes in any arena where Trinex is possible. Yeah, and logical means that kill rooms could be locked by items which are required to defeat certain enemies. For example, dead rocks are only killable with, for example, powder or quake. Yeah, and if you want to pass this room, you need one of these items.
We had an early map check over on Quizbowl's side. I saw a green pendant over on Eastern Palace and 2 blue pendants, or blue crystals, I should call them. One on East, and one on Hera, and one on Desert.
Yeah, pendants are not required in this mode. This is just a classic 7/7 defeat Ganon.
We got a blue cane for safety.
Yeah, that is nice to have in an animizer.
Quizbowl also grabs that blue cane. Piece of heart down the Thea's hideout.
I think he didn't it because no bombs yet. And it's faster to make good for this one in the well. Later if you don't find any bombs. But now he has money at least and can buy some.
Mm-hmm.
And where did Quizbowl got his from? His bombs?
From the crab, or from the tree pool, I think.
Oh, yeah, that is bad for Ascent if he missed. So I think he has not been on Lumberjack. Let's check maybe.
Yeah, that's why we have a slight change or slight difference in where the players are searching right now.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, but this has been an expensive play for Ascent. Being in Kakariko with those odd bombs is not what you want.
Oh, this is gross. The rollers on front of the dam.
Yeah, not too bad because I have flute, but this is an awful start for Ascent so far.
We got early flute. How long do you think it's going to be before Ascend goes to the mountain? Oh, gloves on the bottle vendor. That's huge.
Let's look at back of Relier. Okay, nothing in. That's good for Ascent. Ascent has other options and nothing is on the mountain reachable. So the old man is not in logic, and yeah, there's only Spectral Cave.
We also got a hammer on Ascend's side. And here we go, activating the flute. Make sure to salute your bird.
Okay, Chicken today is halfway friendly. Oh boy, and this is almost immediate Dark World access after 4 minutes on Ascent side. Yeah, now he has to make decisions. Do you really want to go in the Dark World with 3 hearts green mail and an Anatomizer? I can't believe. But, yeah. Ascent has to make the decision, and same for Quizbowl here. Where has the hammer been?
The hammer was at the back of the tavern.
Okay.
Yep, there it is.
And by the way, the mandatory shout out to our outstanding tracker flying Platypus Dimitri today again. Thank you for your efforts.
Yeah, the real star of the show is our tracker.
Yeah, this looks like Quizbowl is not about to enter the Dark World immediately, although he could. Oh, gets bullied here as well and takes a death as well. Okay, this is equalized now.
I don't see anyone doing the dam until you have more hearts, or you have, like, maybe some magic to use that blue cane with.
That's a little magic locked, I agree. No, Quizbowl does not agree. He tries a second time. Yeah, now he gets it.
Yeah, I guess if you go in fast enough after... Oh, boots, rewarded! But yeah, I guess if you go in fast enough after you've landed from the flute, you have some temporary invincibility to take advantage of. To get in there.
Yeah, and look what Ascent is doing. He is not going for the dam again. That means he will leave the boots behind for a long time. Oh, and another death here for Quizbowl.
Good information, though, to know that that item that's below the dam, under the water, is just a piece of heart. So nothing you have to go looking for anytime soon. We're going to be checking out South Shore, doing Ice Cave first.
Let's take times here. I think Quizbowl had the boots after 6 minutes. Let's see when Ascent collects his. And
If we remember.
if he remembers, yeah. Yeah, I think from now on he wants to combine it with Swamp later on, maybe. If Swamp is actually a crystal, I don't know. Yeah, but the thing is, roughly, it's really just a rule of thumb and very roughly, but I think it's 50 minutes boots is 1 to 2 minutes advantage. So they say if you play an entire game, it's up to 7 minutes difference.
That's a big difference.
And obviously it opens some other checks.
Right. We do gotta be careful with the fake flipper here, because if we get hit, that will kill us and reset us back to Link's house or Sanctuary, wherever, you know, Quizbowl wants to go after that. Yeah, the seed's not being very kind in the amount of life that we're being given right now. Three bombs on the Bumper Cave ledge. 3 bombs and a heart inside of the Waterfall Cave. Ooh, blue mail on the ledge. That's flipper locked. Oh, that is kind of spicy. Bow and sea house.
Yeah, and the bow gives Ascent later on the ability to grab the blue mail if he wants to. Yeah, and in this mode, you really want a blue mail, at least.
Yeah, especially with how much life we have right now. Blue mail is, we would love to have it.
Yeah.
Ooh, our first sword at the back of escape.
Yeah, and summarized this play from Quizbowl here to delay the Dark Road a little bit pays off heavily. So now he has boots, he has a bunch more of hearts, he has sword. That's all stuff you really want to have in an animizer.
This is kind of a mean chest because we got two boys in front of it that are shocking Ascend, and then we also have a chain chomp that's guarding the heck out of it. There's a big key. Lamp!
Oh, look, and Ascent here takes another death.
Yeah, this is definitely some risky plays from Ascend with only 4 hearts and green mail.
Yeah, absolutely. So I value the play of Quizbowl here higher. The density in these open modes is in the light world, and that is what Quizbowl is going for.
Another sword in escape.
Oh boy, the entire seat is in the light world. What would be good for Ascent would be a mirror quite soon.
Mm-hmm.
Which means he could tie in all the checks Quizbowl is doing here now smoothly on his route. But as far as the seed goes now, most likely the mirror shows up on Quizbowl's side next.
Mm-hmm. Who's the boss inside of Thieves Town? It's Lamolus.
Okay, with Hammer, it's okay. I would appreciate some bombs here on Ascent side. Just put them randomly into the room and yeah, some of them hit and fasten things up.
Yeah, I've seen the bombs try it once or twice. It's definitely something that if I think you have to get used to doing.
Oh, and now Quizbowl takes a death here. Didn't see why, because paid attention on Ascent side here.
He was trapped by guards in the escape.
Okay. Oh, and the last worm here really does not want to die. And there's a bow. Ascent now with NMG strats. And it's down to 1 heart, so he's 1 hit now. He has to be really careful. That's annoying.
Yeah, this is the red guard that killed Quizbowl the first time, and now he's just running past it.
Okay, and Ascent did it.
Nice swordless strats Ascend.
Yeah, it took massive amounts of times, but at least he has not to come back. And I think he has not been in the back of Thieves Town, and a look on his tracker tells me it's only 1 item remaining, so I think Ascent will skip it for a while.
That is correct. All right, so we have blue pendant on Misery Mire, I believe I saw a red over on Ice Palace, but I don't know if it's red crystal or pendant. I don't know. Did you get to see that map, Mahoney?
Yeah, it was red on pot and ice, as you said, and I think Turtle Rock was red pendant, and I didn't see the other pendant. But our tracker saw it for us, and it's Mire. Yeah, Mire, Turtle Rock are our pendants. Oh. That could be a nice situation here. So if these both dungeons are pendants, they are not required to beat. And that means for dungeons, now the Maria is required. But the right side of Ganon's tower is Zamaria locked, and there could the Biggie be for GT. And additionally, that means no medallions are required, unless we need bombers for... Oh, there are flippers. Unless we need bombers for ice. Okay, spicy boots check on Quizbowl side here.
$300.
Yeah, nice to have, but nothing special.
You have to pay Zora with later.
Yeah, and I could even imagine that Quizbowl wants to go back there for the blue mail, depending on if he finds the second progressive mail at some point.
Yeah, I think Zora's dead until we find flippers, which could be unfortunate because Zora could have flippers on him. The sun gets the lamp. Hype Cave is a good, I would give it a 6 out of 10. And lamp is pretty good, but the rest of it was meh.
Yeah, this is a beatable pot for Ascent, by the way, and everything in logic.
I didn't get to see the boss over in Skull Woods, but we just had to check for it. Not that we're going to see that boss anytime soon. We need Fire Rod. Blind in Skull Woods.
Okay, I was about to say that is disgusting, but with blue cane in hand, it's easily doable. Yeah, and if Ascent can defeat pot, depends of course on the boss there.
Mm-hmm.
Pot, one of the dungeons where, for example, a Trinix could be. Yeah, and most bosses are not, or not most, but a bunch of bosses are not beatable. Namely Trinix, namely Viti. No, Viti is beatable, but Coldstair is not beatable, Argus is not beatable. Yeah, but everything else is.
Cold Stare, Argus, Trinex, all not beatable.
Yeah, the classics, right?
Of course. And yeah, we're missing potential kill rooms with powder.
Yeah, true. Wanna know what would be funny? Just imagine Ascent now finds his Quake and can't launch it because he has no sword yet.
All right, so Quizbowl is going to be going through Thieves or Village of Outcasts, doing a lot of the same checks that Ascend's already done, and we've already seen. Mirror inside a pod.
Yeah, this one Ascent really wants to have. At first, it speeds up port by a lot, because you can mirror instead of death warping. And on the other hand, it leads him a little to the dam. Best for Ascent now would be to find the hookshot quite fast. Yeah, and mirror as well opens the mountain widely, at least the left, the light mountain. This is now a beatable Hera. A bunch of checks here and there.
Assuming that the boss in Hera is something we can beat.
Yeah, two. I always forgot that. Did Quizbowl take an unintentional death? Looks like, right?
It does look that way. I missed it if he did.
I thought a second about a death warp, but yeah, no reasons to death warp here. To leave the dungeon before you at least look what bot there is.
So, question in chat, why does this randomizer look different? Why are the enemies random too? This is called logical enemizer. So, the enemies get randomized along with the items in the seed.
Oh look, and Quizbowl is going for the back of pot that Ascent skipped earlier. Now this is one more spicy here. One more spicy, yeah. Once again spicy. Yeah, and I'm curious what boss is in pot here. Convenient ferry. That is one of the upsides of this mode. Ferries count as enemies as well. That means here and there are random ferries which you can just collect and get your health back. And I think there have been arrows in the back of T-Stone, so nothing special.
Go for that danger chicken. Oh, there's our powder.
Yeah, nice safety in an animizer, and it opens up an additional check. And look, Quizbowl here has a way easier time on the Lamolas. At least. Yeah, nice thread here, just use your cane. Does tons of damage on them. Look how they melt. That is what we want to see.
There you go.
And I'm not sure, but did we have seen a map on Ascent side so far?
I don't know if we've
Not
seen
map,
the
compass.
map yet, but
There's
here's the
compass.
compass.
Yeah, that was another Lamolas, and Lamolas are beatable. That means Ascent can beat this dungeon. Ascent, by the way, has to make a decision after this if he wants to mirror out and go into Eastern for 3 more items and Green Pendant.
So chat, that's exactly it. The logical enemizer means that it is logical for kill rooms to have certain enemies in them that you cannot kill unless you have the items to kill them.
Yeah, and Ascent is about to go in one of these rooms. After he opened the door, he enters, and there you need to kill enemies. Let's see what is there. Yeah, that could prevent Ascent from finishing this dungeon, but let's see. Yeah, that's killable.
The amount of lag from that creature.
Too many sprites, I suppose.
And then we have one more kill room coming up here in the basement. Hey, here we found the flippers on the dig game.
Yeah, you're right. There's one more kill room. Yeah, and flippers we have seen earlier on Ascent side already. And I start to wonder where Ascent will head next. Here's options. I think he would delay South Shore until he finds a hookshot to finish Swamp. Obviously, hookshot could be in Swamp. Yeah, the thing is, the dam, when Ascent was there, he died because of here on Quizbowl's screen. You can see it. He died to the crystal rollers, and in the dam there are our flippers. And meanwhile, Ascent is on his way without flippers for 20 minutes. So I mean, 20 minutes of difference.
Having one of the medallions for Enemizer is absolutely a godsend when you have swords to use them, because then you can just go ahead with either freeze your enemies and kill enemies by throwing them into holes, or with bombos, it's just kill everything on the screen.
Okay, and another Hammer Lamolas for Ascent here, who is still without sword. Okay, one down. Unfortunately, Ascent doesn't seemingly not know about the burner strat. Yeah, on Quizbowl side now we see Zora, which he has not played earlier because of lacking money.
Yep, this is going to get him blue mail at least, which is very worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. And now Ascent launches the burner. Okay, Zora, what you give us for 500 bucks?
$20. Inflation, Hyrule goes Zoom.
Yeah, Ascent, what do you want to play now? Mountain or Eastern? Yeah, decides for Eastern. Yeah, let's see how much Ascent wants to finish here. So it's a common play that you just go for the first two checks, maybe, depending on what's in there. But in this case, as it's a green pendant, the boss is worth at least one item, even if all dungeon items are out, or all 3 items are out, I meant. Let's see, this is could be a tough decision here.
Answer chat, Ascend is using the Tales of Symphonia MSU.
Oh, and look what Quizbowl is doing here. He is going into Eastern as well, although he has a full clearable port. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy enough to go south from here and get the portal to go into pod afterwards, so I don't dislike this play going into Eastern first. If you had the mirror, though, which he doesn't, then that's, yeah, I mean, it's in pod, so I don't dislike this play.
Yeah, well, pot is not required, not necessarily required Eastern is not necessarily required. So,
Oh.
yeah, and in this case, I think it's the better play to play the Crystal Dungeon first. So you can still save and quit afterwards if you want to play it. If you want to play the Pendant Dungeon. Yeah, but let's see. Maybe it's the correct play. That I would prioritize pot here does, of course, not mean that it's the absolute correct play.
So far, I don't think we found anything too important inside of Eastern. It's just been a lot of dud.
Do we know about the boss? Also a dungeon where Trinex could be.
I don't know what the boss is yet. I don't think we've seen the compass.
Yeah, and welcome to the Raiders. Yeah, the map.
There's that compass. Oh, it's Trinex inside of Eastern, so Eastern is not beatable.
Yeah, and I think Ascent is happy about that, so he has no decision to make if he wants to defeat the boss for the Green Pendant or not.
Yeah, welcome Raiders. This is Link to the Past randomizer. We do Link to the Past, we randomize all the items, and this is logical enemizer. So all the enemies get mixed up along with all the items, and they get put into a certain configuration that makes it so that kill rooms need certain items to defeat the kill room.
Yeah, and a quick recap for you. Ascent is ahead a dungeon, but therefore Quizbowl was early in the South Shore and got boots from there. Yeah, and meanwhile Ascent is 25 minutes with deficit with boots. And I think he's waiting for the hookshot to get to the dam where the boots are, so that he can combine it with Swamp Palace. But let's see what Ascent is doing now. Yeah, this is Mountain. No, this is Mushroom.
Mushroom check is just a piece of heart. I like that Quiz did a reset instead of collecting the item. That allows him to keep the mushroom and use it for fake powder with the red cane.
Yeah, right. Oh, where was Red Cane? Missed it.
I missed it as well, so I'm not sure.
Okay, and Quizbowl here prioritizes overworld checks over pot. Mini
Moldorm.
Ah, thank you. And what is Quizbowl doing now? Oh no, 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 no. Kids don't do that. So you have a clearable dungeon. This is not in logic what he is doing now.
So we're going to utilize the fake powder here. So basically the way this works is you empty your magic all the way down, and then you're going to menu to your cane. You're going to spam your cane on top of this bowl, and then you're going to menu again and go to your mushroom, spam the mushroom on top of the bowl, and you get a magic bat. But as Mahoney just said, this is not logical. So what are we getting out of logic? 10 arrows, not worth it.
No, absolutely not. Okay,
Ooh,
maybe
Ice Rod.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, maybe I think both runners will come in for an interview afterwards. Maybe we can ask Quizbowl. I could imagine that he feels a little at the weaker runner. I don't know how much he knows about Ascent, but as already mentioned in the beginning, Ascent is quite decent. And maybe he wants to make a play here, but prioritize an out of logic check, which takes ages over a full clearable dungeon. I don't know if that is a proper playing here. Yeah, and Essen now on the mountain. Quizbowl as well, but Quizbowl cannot progress here too far because he has no mirror. But gets his ice rod.
Ice Rod's super nice to find early on in the seed.
Yeah, well, Turtle Rock is a pendant here, so unless this is a pet seed, it is most likely not required. But let's see, of course you collect it, even though it costs a few seconds.
Yeah, absolutely collect it because we might run into Trinex elsewhere.
Yeah, absolutely right. This is Animizer. Oh boy, thank you. Oh, I love it. Always doing over and over the same mistakes.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. And finally, Quizbowl decides to go to pot.
Yeah, I definitely want to know why Quizbowl decided to avoid pod for a little bit there and do some overworld checks, but like I said, may have just wanted to make a play over Ascend.
Yeah, or he was waiting for the mirror because the mirror makes pot way more convenient. Yeah, but you can't play everything in a convenient way always.
Get the mirror out of Hera because Cold Stare is at the bottom or at the top of the tower, and we can't do much against them without fire.
Yeah, true.
We are going to go see the basement first, which again we have no fire. No, we have a lamp. Never mind.
Lamp is sufficient here. Okay, if no item is on Cold Stare in Hera, it's not too bad here, because you could tie it in right before you enter Ganon's tower if you find the hookshot, and yeah, the hookshot will appear at some point. But obviously...
That's unfortunate.
What?
The way that the tile room... So these tile rooms get randomized too with Animizer, and one of the tiles ended up being right underneath the coffee break tile that Ascend was on.
Oh yeah, true. Let's see, what pattern will this be? Maybe a skull? Curious. No, just, what is that? I don't know.
It kind of looks like a Metroid.
Yeah, you're true. You're right. And Hera Basement has for us nothing.
$20.
Okay, and Essence Tracker tells me there is still one item on Cold Stare.
Which makes sense because it's a crystal. We need to go back there and kill the boss anyway.
I want to know what, with a mirror, Ascent has King's Tomb in logic as soon as he gets his boots. And Quizbowl has already been there, I guess. No, he has not. He hasn't had no mirror.
Right, he just got the mirror, so he would be able to do the King's Tomb here in a second.
Oh, and Ascent has to be super careful now. He's down to 2 hearts and still on green mail. Oh, that is scary here. Okay.
So, a question in chat: is Quizbowl actually ahead here? Now, I personally don't like to say one player's ahead or behind until we get a little bit closer to the end, because anything can happen and it's really hard to tell. What do you think, Mahoney?
It's a tough question. I would say Ascent is a little, maybe a little ahead in terms of dungeons and checks. But still, he is. There's his sword. His first. He really appreciated that, I think. The thing is, Ascent is without boots for 35 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes a lot.
As usual, if you're not following the runners, please go give them a follow. Wish them good luck and have fun in their chat, or give them your favorite emote if they're on emote only. They definitely appreciate that the gaming community is here supporting them. So make sure you go and support them by giving them a follow. And you can also give a follow to Flying Platypus Dimitri for the amazing tracking. The Divine is also helping out on tracking, and you can give Mahoney a follow as well.
Yeah, or to Sinith, of course. Yeah, but to be honest, there's not too much to see on my channel. Oh, look, and there is Ascent now in the dam. I think now he's cursing. Yeah, he has been there, as already mentioned, he has been there in the beginning, but was killed by the Crystal Rollers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, but now it's almost 30 minutes. Yeah, about 35 minutes of deficit without boots. Yeah, let's say that's 2 minutes of an execution disadvantage here for Ascent, roughly.
And it all came down to knowing that you could take invincibility frames from the flute once you land in front of the dam to get in there. Getting the red cane for Ascend. And yes, California, this is Enemizer, logical Enemizer to be precise.
And now we could start to think about where progression could be. What did we not have seen? We have not seen any of these mirror checks, right? So no, none on the north route, no K45.
Correct.
We have not seen what is in Swamp. Castle.
And I think that Swamp is going to get put off until they find Hook, so that might be a last location.
Yeah, absolutely agree. Powder we have seen. Yeah, it's not too much left.
We got Spike Cave.
True.
All right, so Quizbowl is going into Hera. Ascend is going to go check the hobo. Zora had $20. But the blue mail was on Zora's ledge, so it's still worth checking that area. Quizball is trying to take the shortcut here with the gem placement. Accidentally walks over one of the tiles that switches out the room's holes. Ascend is finally going to be grabbing that blue mail. And then $20 from Zora. Quizbowl almost fell down in the wrong hole. And we see that Cold Stare is sitting at the top of Hera. We cannot defeat this without the Fire Rod, but we can do Hera Basement. We've seen this already over on Ascend's side, and we know that there's nothing down there.
Yeah, and where is Ascent heading next? I thought a bit he wants to go in the castle front, but no. Okay, this looks like a north route. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I think you're
convenient.
right.
Could do the mirror checks, boots checks now, and then can continue to catfish later on. Could have even combined that with the water checks. Did Quizbowl die intentionally?
Yes, he did.
Okay. Ooh, this is a chewy seat, I think. Ascent after 50 minutes makes good for Agar Ledge. Or Lumberjack Ledge.
I don't think there was anything on there, was there?
No, just a piece of heart. Yeah, but he was close, and now it's a logic, and yeah, that's a good chance to check for it.
Yeah.
Okay, Bonk Rocks, and after that the mirror checks. That could be some progression.
I
At
believe
least,
this is going to be the third sword for Quizbowl.
Yeah, he was a sword, right? There, no? There it is.
There it is. Graveyard Ledge only has 3 bombs. Then we can check King's Tomb while we're here.
Yeah, mids on King's Tomb would be classic. Nope. Okay, that looks like Ascent wants to hard isolate Catfish. So there's nothing left to tie it in halfway smoothly.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting not going to Catfish from here.
Yeah, look, but Quizbowl now is in this area as well, and most likely he will continue to Catfish. So I can't even. I was absolutely sure that Ascent will do that as well. Because now, if something is on it, this is his absolute last location. Maybe. But yeah, you can't get there fast anymore.
We also have the hammer and could have done the hammer pegs. I'm surprised that Ascend isn't doing that.
He can't, he has no mids.
For hammer pegs? Oh, right. You can't get in there. That's right. Okay, never mind.
Okay, Quizbowl, do you go to Catfish? Yeah, this looks like... Yeah.
Yep, this looks like Catfish. Here comes K45.
Okay, spicy check on... Oh, K45
Wow.
is the solution. But that does not mean nothing is on Catfish. Let's see. Just
Red
around the ring.
So now Quizbowl's probably going to start off by floating over to Village and then using the top route to get through to the Dark World, I'm guessing. Or no, we're going to start off with the Swamp Portal and work our way around to... How would we do this? Because we don't have mitts. I guess if you find the mitts in the K45 from here, it's not a terrible idea. Oh, where are we going?
Is he about to dip swamp here? Yeah, looks like, right? Yeah, this is a swamp dip. By the way, Meyer has been Quake, but Meyer is a pennant. Oh, and Fire Rod behind the mids. Yeah, this is nice. This is now beatable Skullwoods. This is now beatable Hera.
And a beatable Trinex.
This is a beatable Trinex. This is a beatable Turtle Rock if Ether is our axis. And another sword here.
I think we have now found all the swords together. I don't think the fourth sword has shown up yet, is what I'm trying to say. I think they've gotten each the 3 swords that they've each found, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I think the last one for Ascent would be in the castle. Oh, and that is huge.
Oh, that's right.
Because Ascent has not been in the castle and there's nothing other in, nothing of importance in but the sword. Yeah, that would save him time if Ascent never touches the castle. Or rather the castle front, as he has been in the back. Oh, and the fire rod is also Ice Palace. I forgot about that. This is beatable ice now. And ice is our second 5/6 crystal. That means this brings red bomb in play. And now Ascent suddenly has access to has a efficient way to catfish again.
As long as Ice Palace isn't Argus.
Yeah, true.
So we are hook shot away from go mode.
Yeah, looks like. Yep. Yeah, and I would say if Hookshot is here in Swamp, it's Quizbowl's race to lose, and if not, it's Ascent's race to lose.
This is why I keep saying anything can happen at any point in the seed. You're not really safe with your lead until you've gotten your Ganon fight down.
Yeah, exactly. We have such of these kill rooms on Ascent side now. These are dead rocks, and they are only killable with powder. If you want an example, here you have one. Yeah, powder them, and then they turn into these whatever, and then you can kill them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had a race these days. I think we commentated that, where one runner had, I would say, about 50 minutes lead, but some shenanigans happened, and the other runner won that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, and here in Desert, the boss is Moldom from Chernobyl. For a
Blue
blue
Rang reward. Left side swamp, you gotta love it. Everyone hates it.
Yeah, this is now the moment of truth for a compass. At least we get information about the boss, maybe, if Quizbowl remembers. Yeah, there's only one last chance, and if the hookshot is not there, ooh, that would be dire.
Just $5.
And it's not. Yeah, this is now Ascent in lead here.
Helmasaur is in Swamp Palace.
Okay, that is easy beatable.
Looks like Quizbowl's got other ideas though.
Oh, he's not even going for K45. Did he find a book and we missed it?
No, where is he? He's going to Agina's cave.
Ah, this is really. He was so close to K45 where his mids are, and yeah, Most likely the entire other seat. And now he's going on another detour for nothing. Oh. Phew.
And then up to the mountain cave. So yeah, cave 45 and South Shore is dead to him.
Well, at least it's a mid switch he leaves behind and has to come back at some point. Yeah, but while Quizbowl is doing off checks, Ascent clears dungeons. And we'll find, at some point, we'll most likely find his hookshot. And has a really decent lead now. Ascent, I feel you. This happens so often to me as well. So I tend to do the random strats here too. Yeah, and sometimes they simply don't work for whatever reason, and you don't get your right pixel there. And it makes you really look like a fool then. But yeah, it's RNG, and Ascent just got unlucky.
I gotta start showing people how to do that trick because it's not that hard to set up and takes a lot shorter time than doing the random strats.
Yeah, it's personal preference, I guess. Oh, Ascent, you can't burn blocks.
Yeah, and you can't shoot through blocks either. So this is just
Yeah, that's right.
Ether Medallion it.
Freeze it. Just freeze it. Nice. Yeah, and they're... okay. At least Quizbowl did not leave them behind for too long, so now he has mids as well. Yeah, and now let's see where he goes. Okay, he goes to his firewall. That's good news for him. But still, Ascent is 1.5 dungeon ahead here.
Mm-hmm. Yep, but until that hookshot is found, it's still anyone's game, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. We have 2 beatable pendant dungeons. Maybe Quizbowl decides for... Oh no, Maya is not enterable because we don't have Quake yet. Yeah, of course. This is open still. So the lead of Ascent is not insurmountable.
Yep, and Quizbowl gets the 4th sword, so all 4 swords have been found.
What is Ascent doing? Okay, looks like he had some routing issues here. Or did he miss out the big key? I don't know, but he mirrored out. Okay.
He fell down the wrong hole to open up the big chest, so he had to mirror back.
Okay. Maybe a little of a chicken play. Sometimes you have to accept your destiny and yeah, just leave it behind. This costs 2 minutes, almost. Maybe kill the boss real quick. Maybe hookshot is on it and then you don't have to come back. Well. Oh, and Ascent has to be really careful, you know. He is down to 1.5 heart on... Did he pick up his blue mail? I didn't see.
He did pick up the blue mail, and he just filled up his life with a blue bottle.
Oh,
And another bottle.
he even forgot 2 items here. Yeah, okay. Okay, Ascent quits from ice. That means probably there's an Argus.
Hey, I didn't get to see what boss was there.
Yeah, should be an Argus. This is the only one he cannot defeat. Okay, then it makes more sense that he didn't just go to the boss and check for items afterwards.
Here comes the Castle Tower play, so that means Ascend's going to be grabbing their 4th sword here in just a moment. Poor Moldorm only has 1 eye.
Yeah, he came straight from Chernobyl. Yeah, I stopped it. Yeah, what are our options? After this, I think it's Turtle Rock after Castle Front. Maybe Thmish Chain, maybe Cold Stare on Hera Tower.
Yeah, it looks like Quizbowl could be going back into Skull Woods.
Oh yes, this is also beatable, right? Oh, don't know why Ascent is not doing that. It's a crystal. All items out.
I mean, Ascent doesn't want to leave anything to chance, I'm thinking, so they're just doing everything that they can.
Yeah, and I had a look on his tracker, so Ascent has no items left in Skullwoods. Yeah, that means no urge to play it.
Yep, but like you said, it is a crystal, and I mean, Crystal Dungeons is the name of the game.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter when you do it. So of course you get your crystal, but would not make any difference if you play it before you head on the mountain or whenever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he could just do it. There is nothing that fastened this up. So yeah, could be that he goes there now. No, goes on the mountain. Oh, hopefully he does not forget that he has to play Skullwoods. Maybe Ascent wants half magic for the burner. That makes blind here in Skullwoods a little bit easier.
Maybe. But we haven't seen half magic yet, so we have no idea where it is.
Okay, Quizbowl, you are on your burner. Oh, and you're down to 2 hearts. Oh no, please not. Use your bottle or whatever. Oh, close. Please. Oh, no.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, maybe this is the answer why Ascent want to play it later.
And it looks like Quizbowl is going to be doing the same thing, mirroring out and going somewhere else.
Yeah, this is the curse of Skullwoods. So Skullwoods end boss is actually not the moth, it's the floor, which is moving. Yeah, and it doesn't matter which boss you put on the floor. It's always disgusting to play that. Okay, Ascent here has to use sword beams, and does it? Yeah, this looks good. Otherwise, his magic would not suffice. Oh no! Did not work. Yeah, okay, but he has a blue goo. I think this is one key of playing an Animizer successfully is to have always goose with you. Okay.
All right, Quizbowl is now heading into ice.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is now Ascent playing Dark Death Mountain first, and after that, most likely Turtle Rock if the hookshot does not show up. Oh, Quizbowl here once again getting bullied. Okay, what medallion is Turtle Rock? It's Bombers. Okay, no Turtle Rock for now.
Does that mean Eastern Green Pendant is probably the play?
Wanna know what? You know what? I was thinking exactly that. I was thinking what is left. Yeah, and Ascent has 3 more checks here on the mountain. And if it's not Bombos or Quake or Hookshot, yeah, I think we are down to Green Pendant. Let's see. Oh, and Smith's Chain we have. Oh, both runners heavily bullied here from all creatures.
Bombs is the first chest inside a hookshot cave. More crystal rollers hanging out in front of Dark Death Mountain Bridge. Just hover. Yeah, like hovering's that easy. We're gonna be seeing hammer pegs here. Or not hammer pegs, but spike cave. More bombs.
Yeah, I think we have seen it on Quizbow's side earlier. Yeah, this now most likely is Smith's Chain on Ascent side. And maybe Skullwoods, as it's nice and smoothly combinable. But doesn't matter with this equipment. So if you, after you defeated Skullwoods, you just mirror and flute at it. Yeah, it's like reset. It does not depend. It does not make any difference. So yeah, let's see what Ascent is playing next. Oh, and at some point, if it's actually Green Pendant in Eastern. Oh, and there's another item on the boss in Eastern, so Trinex in Eastern is worth 2 items. Yeah, but Ascent could go Hookless Swamp first. That would equalize things a bit again.
Oh, yep. So ice is definitely Argus. Definitely cannot finish it without the hook shot. All right, let's see if Ascend can make this blind fight happen.
Yeah, now he comes down. Okay, switches to burner now. Yeah. Easy.
Very nice blind fight. I don't think we've done a pedestal check yet to see what's on it, so there could be anything there.
Yeah, true. As we have boots, hookshot could be on the pad, right? And we can't read it. Haha, that would be funny.
Quizbowl about to find out that Turtle Rock is not accessible.
Okay, Smith's chain now on Ascent side.
So the likelihood that this is an Oops All Dungeons is kind of unlikely because we still need Quake and Bombos, and we're running out of locations outside of like the Smith chain. So I don't know. I'm thinking we're gonna find the hookshot before we find the 2 medallions that we would need to do the ped check.
Okay, Amber packs have nothing. Smith has nothing.
So that leaves Purple Chest and Eastern Palace.
Yeah. And Purple Chat. The book.
So
Nice.
that's both tablets now in Logic.
Yeah, and I think this book will drive Ascent into Swamp because, yeah, look, now he goes into the Dark World here, and after that, most likely Swamp Dip.
I'd be checking the Bombos tablet and then Swamp, yeah. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's going to Bombos tablet first.
Yeah, and then afterwards, the hookshot is on the mountain tablet. Oh, that would feel so awful.
All right, Bombos tablet is 20 bucks.
Nope, you can't hook with 20 bucks. Yeah, Ascent going back into Dark World. This is Swamp confirmed, I think.
Blind is probably the worst boss to fight in Mothio's arena.
Second most. The most ugly boss here is Vitreous. I've seen top runners struggle on Vitreous in this arena.
Helmasaur is
Yeah.
also kind of ugly in this arena.
I agree. Blind is annoying as well. Every single boss is disgusting here, I suppose. Because it's about the floor and not about the boss.
Chat, what's your worst boss to fight in Mothio arena?
Oh look, and Quizbowl is going back on the mountain for Tower of Hera. Yeah, cold stay disgusting as well. So little space and icicles come down. Yeah, it's as I said, it's more about the room and not about the bosses, I think.
Yeah, that room is just disgusting to fight any boss in. So we know Swamp's not going to have anything in it.
Only exception could be Moldorm, because Moldorm in this arena can't defend itself. This is the only one which is more or less free, and still there are the spikes then. So. Yeah.
But we logically can't get to Moldorm without the hook shot.
Oh, very nice. And Quizbowl here knows about the sword beam strats as well. That saves a lot of magic here. Oh, still close. Don't fall, bro.
Just fell down the center hole. Cold Stare fight on Moldorm Arena is kind of sketchy. Probably not the worst, but kind of sketchy.
Yeah, but at least both runners did it first try. Wanna know what? You know what? It feels like Ascent is in here for 10 minutes. This is so freaking slow. And look where Quizbowl is going now.
Yep, Eastern Palace.
Wait, is Quizbowl suddenly in the lead?
Well, if there's a hookshot here, I think that's true. That's a correct statement.
Well, Ascent will follow in a second.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, for now. Yeah, Ascent, see you later in Eastern. Oh, no,
Ascend's
no, no.
going back up the mountain.
Oh, right. This could be the solution as well. Of course, one of the runners now, which are playing different checks, could be baited into one of the medallion dungeons if one of the medallions shows up soon. Okay, it's indeed, it's for sure Eastern, right?
Like, it has to be Eastern at this point. Look at this poor kill room.
Oh, just use cancel. Oh no. Oh look, and it's powder locked here.
Yeah, if there's a medallion in Eastern Palace to lead us into one of the other dungeons. That's chat cursing, by the way. That's not commentating cursing.
Yeah, I can tell you what happens. This one here now drops Quake, then you can get your bombers out of Mire, and then you can get your medallion from Turtle Rock, and it's a pet seed. That would be funny.
Oops, all dungeons.
Yeah, funny at least for the audience, most likely not for the runners.
That was a very quick try next kill.
Yeah. And for green pendant and a heart.
Piece of heart. Green pendant, what are you holding on to?
Okay, let's take times here. Quizbowl out at 27:25-ish. And
There's your hook shot. The hook shot was on the green pendant all along. So yeah, that's, I think, an official lead by Quizbowl. I'm going to switch the audio.
And I would estimate Ascent maybe 1.5 minute. Yeah, 1.5 minute behind Quizbowl. Yeah, this is surmountable by GT routing and execution. But I think execution-wise, both runners are quite similar. Maybe Ascent slightly better, but not by too much.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to see. Just use your kill stick. Works too, I guess. So much damage from the Pengator room. Looks like Ascend's going to be taking out Swamp first instead of doing Ice first. I don't think there's really a correct play to be made here. It's just, you know, which dungeon do you want to clear first? Knowing that you've basically cleared the dungeon already for both dungeons. Oh no! Okay, Quizbowl has to do the dungeon all over again because of a wall master.
Oh, that sets him back. Where was he?
He was right in front of the cold stair drop.
Yeah, this gives Essen some time back. Okay, Essen does not open additional chests for silvers. Or half magic.
Very nice Helmosaur fight by Ascend.
And there is the silvers.
Seed is free. All right, let's not get hit by the hand this time.
Yeah, nice dodge here. Oh boy, so that means he was... Oh! Quizbowl.
Yeah, literally right here.
Okay. Yeah, that is the worst room to getting grabbed. But okay, now he's at Argus and can kill it easily. Oh, nice quick kill strat here. Yeah, this is not easy to perform. I tried that a few times and...
You know, Argus is looking a little cold. We should bring him inside.
Yeah. Or 6 feet.
Nice, quick kill.
Or 6 feet under. Where he is now. And bombers. Nice. Rule of fire. Here. One more rule of fire. Confirmed.
Right, so that's Ice Palace done for Quizbowl, which means he only has Swamp Palace left to do. Meanwhile, Ascend has Swamp Palace done and only has Ice Palace to do, and then it's going to be a race up the climb. We'll have to do another time when we get into GT and start looking for the key. Chat, it's almost your time for the guessing game. Are you excited?
What is Essen doing there?
Trying to move the block one frame.
Ah,
There we
finally.
go. Yeah, now this is a question of, is Ascend going to get picked up by the Master Hand or the Wall Master that's sitting down at the very last level? And, oh, dodges the hand. Very nicely done by Ascend.
Oh, and he waits another time for that. Yeah, very, very nice. Be patient, don't get bullied, and everything is good. Yeah, and this saves or makes Ascent good now. I would say 2 minutes. And look, Ascent is faster done with the bosses. Yeah, this is now Ascent in the lead again. Oh, and this bombers actually is really nice for the climb. So if you get your kill rooms and you have to cancel everything, you can use the bombers very well.
Mm-hmm. All right, chat's already getting excited for the guessing game. So, as you know, the GT Big Key can be in a chest between numbers 1 and 21. Pick your number. All right, with the opening of Ganon's Tower, that is the end of the guessing game. Please stop guessing. We now get to count how many chests we get to open and see which one of you was closest. That's number 1. Number 2.
Oh, did you see what Shed is saying? Shed is saying the chests after Ice Trinix are not valid for the big key, if I got that correctly. Shed, can you confirm that?
Look like we're on to number 6 now. Number 7. Number 8. Number 9, 10, 11, and 12. Did we not count candlestick? $13. Okay, I'll start from 13 then, as we count up still. That's 14, 15, 16, and 17. Power room's going to count for 18. Quizbowl does not know that the big key can't be back here. There it is. Number 18. Last location.
Yeah, this should now be an easy climb for Ascent here.
Right, and this is only going to cement Ascend's lead over Quizbowl, as Quizbowl does not have the big key quite yet. Gonna have to go to the tile room after checking these 3 checks. So who guessed 18? The Wayfaring Fox guessed 18. So congrats to you. You win nothing. Good day, sir. I think Quiz is getting a little lost because Tile Room is behind him.
Has he already been here on Compass Room?
Pretty sure he's been here already, but I could be wrong.
We will see in a second.
Nope,
No,
he
wasn't.
hasn't.
Okay. by the way, we have a powder lock climb here.
The commentator's lost. Great, and Quizbowl finally gets the big key.
Oh, and Quizbowl locks himself here somehow. Okay, but gets out. Everything is good.
All right, we have one more cold stare to fight. That was almost a fall. All right, let's see a clean Aga 2 fight.
Oh, this
Very
indeed
nice.
was
Clean.
very clean. Yeah.
All right, that just leaves Ganon.
Maybe burn him. Yeah, Ascent is about to burn him. Burn. Yeah, Ganon is with this equipment is free.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 1 in 1 cycle plus this cycle. Got the torch glitch.
Even with it, that's nice.
That's it. One Ganon dead.
Yeah, and this is Ascent winning this game, this race. Keep your GGs ready.
I do believe both players agreed to interviews afterwards, so we'll be pulling them in shortly. But yeah, that's Ascend. Good game to Ascend.
Yeah, GG, very well played. Little unfortunate routing here and there, but was efficient still.
The official race room time was 1 hour, 49 minutes, and 56 seconds. So it's the same time that we get to see, yeah. I can't imagine that Quizbowl would be forfeiting at this point. It's probably just going to finish out the seed right here at the end of the game. Wow, what a quick cold stare kill.
Yeah, there we are joined by Ascent. Ascent, GG's.
GG. Wow. That hook shot. Damn it.
Yeah, what is
that hook shot.
Yeah, let's summarize that. You have been in front most of the time, but there was a stage of the game where you traded leads a little. Yeah, and then Quizbowl got unlucky, wall-mastered right before Ice Palace boss. Yeah, and after that you have been in front all the time.
Yeah, that I thought about it. I did not see much enemies, so yeah, I thought like, okay, perhaps there's a wall master, and then yeah, he came down while pulling, so quickly out of the way for that.
Yeah. What was your take on the boots?
God damn it! I could have had that really early.
I really would have liked a face cam on your stream. So I always have multi-stream on another screen. Yeah. Or maybe,
Yeah, this was
maybe some rage bombs or whatever. But yeah, we did the timings. You have been 40 minutes of a deficit without boots.
so yeah, this was like when I fluted there for looking. I wanted to flute there for looking for bombs, and then I saw these two crystal rollers, and I just panicked and totally forgot that you have iframes. You could have just walked in.
Yeah. Yeah, Quizbowl died there as well, but fluted direct to there immediately after that and grabbed his flippers, his boots. Yeah. Yeah, both of you have been in Swamp without hookshot. You had here and there a quite better routing. Quizbowl has been late in pot for whatever reason. We have to ask him.
Yeah, in that phase, I thought like, okay, yeah, item after item after item. It felt good until finding a late sword and also delayed boots, and then yeah, it was just like running to find this hook shot.
Put your GGs in chat for Quizbowl, who's just finishing up in second place after defeating Ganon.
Yeah, GG's Quizbowl. Think you will come in a second as well.
And also otherwise a lot of crystal rollers in bad places.
Yeah, tell us about it. All right, we're being joined by Quizbowl.
Hello, GG's.
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 What a seed! What a seed!
Yeah, that came down to both of you last locating that hook shot.
Yeah. I knew that was like I think I had like one or two other things, but yeah, that's essentially a last location. That is pretty special.
Outside of that, I think the Wallmaster didn't do you any favors inside the Ice Palace.
yeah. That this is it's Enemizer. It's the Japanese game show Rando. It's just, you think you're almost there, and surprise! You get to go back to the beginning.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm glad I was able to keep it close, right? So it means that I was holding my own. But yeah, there a lot of unnecessary deaths, just weird things popping out of nowhere. Like what other things happened during the seed that that we need to commiserate about?
So we were going to ask you about Palace of Darkness.
All right.
Mahoney, I think you had that question.
What?
Yeah, Quizbowl, you delayed Palace of Darkness quite a lot, quite a long time.
I didn't see that as a high priority, and then I don't know why I blocked that one out for some strange reason.
Yeah, I thought maybe you was waiting for a mirror or whatever to fasten the pod up, but you have been in Pendant Eastern before, and one more time on the mountain and all this stuff. Yeah,
I mean, I'm sitting here, thinking, all right, I need, what was it? It was Fire Rod and Hookshot for Go. I also, I think Mitts is also what I was looking for at that time, and I can't really understand why I did that. I mean, just everything that goes on, there's just so much stuff that you have to react to in the moment. The opportunity to make, longer term plans is a little less. You're a little less able to do that here in the Enemizer mode, so you got to be a little bit more, top of mind things. And I think that was just one that just kind of slipped. So I was like, oh yeah, I can do pod. I should go in there.
Yeah, but wasn't too bad in this heat just because Hookshot was on such a bad location here.
Yeah. Yeah, once I realized, like, oh, okay, now I've got everything to beat Trinex, and there's 2 items behind it. I guess I'd rather go that, and then I had like a couple like last 1 item checks left to go. I don't know what was in Zelda's cell, but I knew that it had to be Fire Rod or Bombos locked because there was that red berry there in the middle. But I did scum the key in case I wanted to come back later. But by then I was just like, I've got to commit to.
There was a full heart.
Yeah, the full heart. All right. Yeah. Well, it's 17 going into this, so yeah. That, and I was like really eager to get back to the. I saw that mail there on Zora's Ledge. I'm like, okay, when I have 500 rupees in the flippers, I am definitely coming back here because just so much stuff can just wreck your day real quickly in this game. So.
Yeah, obviously, blue mail, especially in Enemizer, always worth it.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Another divergence here was Ascent went into the Dark World immediately after Kakariko, and you did some more stuff in the Overworld. And that gave you a bunch of hearts and 2 swords and all this stuff. Yeah, and I think that favored you a bit after you entered the Dark World.
Yeah, 4-minute Dark World access is such a catch-22. It's like there's I can get into the Dark World and I can do stuff, but I've got nothing else, right? So yeah, I was like, all right, I'm going to stay in the Light World a little bit. I want to wait for a couple swords. I delayed Mini Moldorm Cave a little bit too because it was like I don't know what kind of enemies I'm going to run into. By the way, what on earth is up with that Eastern Palace before the boss room? What was it? 3 Hinoxes and a red mimic and 2 dead rocks or something like that. Who came up with that?
Mean.
That was it's like how what is this room? I'm glad that the powder came into play. I'm almost sad I scummed the mushroom because I was thinking, what if I do need powder later on, and then of course I find the powder. But the fact that it was useful, as part of the the logic chain here. So.
Mhm.
But also funny that in the room before, where we normally kill the Igor for the key, we
Mhm.
also needed to powder a fucking dead rock there.
Yeah, while the dead rocks have the key.
I killed everything else. I killed everything else, and then realized, oh yeah, okay, they have.
Dead rocks have. I was like, that is wild. But but by the time I had come back, it's like I was fully equipped with everything. So I didn't peek my gold sword on Desert Ledge when I got down there. I was like, I will take this, especially nicer with with all these weird things going on. So.
Yeah, and then we get free silvers.
Yeah, free silvers. Yeah, I was checking all the chests in Swamp before there, and then to have it on the boss. I'm just like, well, okay, fine, I'll take it. But I wish wouldn't have checked all those chests.
What was really a good idea for you to stay in the Light World. I had two Hammerland Modus fights. Was not funny.
Oh yeah. I got my lemos. I got to at least use Master Sword, and I used the blue cane a little bit on them too, which was kind of helpful just to get hits, because Master Sword's not great for Lambo. But
yeah, I couldn't do that because I went directly into the Dark World. I had no magic for the lampmosts in Fiso, so had to kill them with hammer, and then one heart, and trying to hit them with the bow. The last one. All right. Well, I think we've got a much more reasonable Casual Boots seed come up here soon. Yeah.
Hey, you guys play back to back, right?
Yeah,
So
more or less.
Will you start immediately, or do you wait until 1 p.m.?
I don't know. Sen, what are you thinking? I'm thinking just getting up, leg stretch. I might grab a snack, and then we can get things started.
Yeah, we will do a little break, and
I mean, this one's not getting restreamed, so we can we're kind of to our discretion on when we can get that one going.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Okay.
Thank you guys for commentating and tracking and everything, and putting the restream on. It's always a lot of fun to be featured on this, even if it's a nice big trolley seed like this. I hope the audience had a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. It was very entertaining here. Yeah, then runners, best of luck in your upcoming race. And
Thank you.
From my side, the mandatory acknowledgements to everyone. And Sinith, if you want, you can wrap things up now.
All right, racers, runners, and chat, everyone who's been hanging out and having fun with us, thank you so much for checking it out. We're going to get going here so we can let the next race get going. And as always, give a good follow to Quizbowl, to Ascend, to Mahoney, to Flying Platypus Dimitri. And if you want, you can also follow me, Sinith. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.